isn't it funny that I have so many hats, so many coats, so much clothes on me? That is true. Do you wonder why? Well, I did not grow up in Canada in this kind of weather. As you can see, I'm from Latin America, and I grew up in a city that had the most sunshine ever. Real sunshine, hot weather, beautiful weather every single day, blue skies. Even if we had a storm, 2 seconds later, blue skies, screeching sun, incredible weather. So I got spoiled. I thought that, there was no change of seasons, that all the time should be a sunny day. I took that for granted until I landed in Canada. I left my country when I was shortly after turning 21. And that is the time in Argentina where we can choose for ourselves. We're finally free to create the life that we envision. So I had all my dreams. I had grown up in dictatorship. All I wanted to do and be is free. I wanted to be my authentic self as a woman, as a young writer, as a person with new original ideas. I wanted to pioneer the way to empower women, to empower other human beings to think for themselves, to be critical thinkers, to break the status quo, so to speak, of a society that told me how to dress, how to be, how to think, what to look at, what not to look at, what to read, what not to look at. Censorship in movies. You will go and see a movie and half of the movie will be a blackout because the Catholic Church wouldn't allow it, etc., etc. So my dream from being a very young little girl, since I remember, was to have freedom, to be free. My dad wanted to call me freedom, but he wasn't allowed in dictatorship. So my name is Veronica, which means true authenticity. And I really have lived up to that name without knowing the meaning at the time. But deep within me, I always felt that the most important thing was to be unique. Now, what am I telling you all this? So you understand why often I am so covered in so much clothing. And that is because even though I've been here for over 33 years, I'm still always cold. I'm cold not only because I'm raw vegan, I eat really pure, unprocessed, natural, plant-based foods, 100% plant-based, fueled by the power of nature, but also because I live in a very cold climate. So, for example, today it's minus 27. Now, those of you that don't live in cold northern hemisphere or at the very bottom in southern hemispheres to experience that kind of temperature, I tell you, you get cold. Holding my phone right here, I can only hold them without any gloves on. My fingers feel like they're going to freeze, really. So this is an act of generosity, of kindness, of service, to share my ideas, to share some of my 2 cents of wisdom of what I have learned in my life with you. Now, I tell you how I got here. It wasn't always like this. I wasn't always able to venture in the outdoors. My first 5 years when I moved to Toronto, I had to live in a basement because I had no money. And it was so sad. I wouldn't even see the daylight for days, because the days here in the winter are very short. They're sometimes only 7 hours long, sometimes less. So you get up, it's dark, 3 o'clock, it's getting dark. It's just kind of depressing and oppressing and limiting. And then on top of that, if you have to live in a basement like I had to start my life off, now it's a different story. It's many years later. I'm 57 almost years old. But when I started my life, that's all I could afford. I was an immigrant in a new country. I packed my whole life in a backpack and I came with my education, which was a key to open doors for me and my future. And I was able to create a magnificent life for myself that projects my authenticity into the world. But at the beginning, my first 5 years, I tell you, I had the tip of my nose against the nose, looking outdoors, waiting for the sun to shine, waiting for the snow to stop, waiting for a nice warm day above zero. And that would not happen all winter long. Our temperatures range, from minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 32 with a wind chill, minus 38 with a wind chill. So it was a nightmare until one day and plus I didn't have the right clothing. I had clothing from Latin America in the winter, which was a thin jacket. I was always freezing cold. I will go for a walk and then I had the wrong shoes. My shoes will get wet and then freeze over. My toes felt they were going to fall off. And somebody said, hey, girl, you just need to wear proper Canadian winter clothing. So I got the right winter clothing. And then as a result of that, I was able to start going for walks with my dog, sunny days. And oh my God, that changed my life. And then Years later, those walks became every single day of my life because I had always walked in Argentina by the lake. But that really made my life. I will go for 3 walks a day and spend time in nature by a lake. And then eventually we moved here, and then I had my second son, and I only had like an hour, so I started running. And then for the last now almost 13 and a half years, I've been running, and then I hike later in the forest. But all because I wear all this clothing, which is a buffer zone to keep me warm and to be able to connect with you and with so many others, but also to spend this beautiful time outside, outdoors, where I charge my energy and raise my frequency. I'm able to detach myself, create a space between me, the authentic me, and the stories on the outside world, the chaos on the outside world, everything that is going outside of me, and every influence from the outside, so that I can distinguish what is truly me, what is aligned between my inner thoughts, my heart, when I let it all sink into my heart, and my spirit. And when I align that with my soul contract, I can feel inner fulfillment that is long lasting. Now, why I'm sharing all this? Because I want to inspire you, to encourage you, that is worth every decision of your life, to try to find what that is for you. Go and do it. Find your purpose, align yourself, tune yourself in, and you'll be a flourishing, radiant being. And together, what is stronger? Please don't give up on yourself ever. You are worth it. You are worth the fight. You are a peaceful warrior of your authenticity. Never give up. And I am a story of that, because I survived dictatorship. I survived a lot of oppression. And here I am in a free country, being able to say and do what I want without being shot for it, or persecuted, or being made disappeared. So there is power in freedom. Use your freedom to express and manifest your authenticity. Don't let it go to waste, please. It's a privilege to have freedom. It's your first human right. So please go do it. I'll be doing the same. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, comment below, share, and also if you need more clarity to remove any obstacles in your life, or to shed light on areas that feel like they're a bit shadowy, please connect with me. Please reach out. I'm a transformational conscious life coach. I'm here for you, to guide you along the way. I'll never tell you what to do, but I can help you sort your way out into your authentic self. There is only one of you in the world, one of me. Let's do it together. In the meantime, love, peace, namaste. Thank you for watching.